Couple quick things before this video starts. Firstly, massive thank you to Chivo for editing this video. He has edited all of the Beatles solo reactions, so I greatly appreciate it. Secondly, this reaction was taken from one of my viewer music submission live streams. We do these streams every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday at 3 PM UK time, where you can basically stop in, send me some music, or listen to the music that other people have sent in. As always, these reactions are not meant to provide objective criticisms to the bands and artists I listen to. It's just for me to share my opinion and get yours in return to create some interesting discourse. And lastly, like and sub if you haven't, we are on our way to 3K, and yeah, with that being said, enjoy the reaction. This album I have no idea about. I straight up know nothing about this one. Damn, that fucking sucks. Jesus. Alright, this album is 53 minutes. This one is Paul McCartney, Steve Miller, and Ringo. And produced by George Martin, of course, who did all of the Beatles albums. Oh, Jeff Lynne from ELO is also on this album. Nice. Oh, Jeff Lynne's credit as a producer, yeah. Came out May 5th, 1997. Yeah. 14 tracks, 53 minutes. Paul McCartney, Steve Miller, Jeff Lynne, and Ringo. Lego. I might need to take the glasses off for the first time in the entire stream. This is a sad album, okay?
Oh, while we could sit, smoke a pipe, and discuss all the vast intricacies of life. We could jaw through the night, talk about a range of subjects, anything you like. Oh yeah. But we always came back to the song we were singing at any particular time. Yeah, we always came back to the song we were singing at any particular time. Take a sip, see the world through a glass, and speculate about a cosmic solution to the sound blue guitar, caught up in a philosophical discussion. But we always came back to the song we were singing at any particular time. Yeah, we always came back to the song we were singing at any particular time. Take a sip, see the world through a glass, and speculate
immediately,
about the
yeah.
cosmic solution to the sound blue guitar.
There's just so much more immediate emotion to this.
But we always came back to the songs we were singing at any particular time. Yes,
Vocal
we
performance
always
is amazing
came
as
back
well.
to the songs we were singing at any particular time. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We always came back to the songs we were singing.
Really solid opener. Very powerful way to start this. Very emotional, very impactful. Yeah, Paul was 56 during this period. Yeah, late 90s. I really like that as an opener. Very high 7. Yeah, immediately compared to McCartney 1, this just has so much tangible emotion to it. You can feel like this is a great tone setter and a great build up for the emotion of this album, I feel. And from the very grand instrumentation on the chorus with like the big heavy kick, the strings, Paul McCartney's voice absolutely soaring on the chorus of this song, to just how much movement there is to this in terms of like rhythmically, I mean, and tempo wise, this Genuinely does feel like a very impactful opener, especially with the writing as well. Not bad. Pretty good way to start this off. I wouldn't necessarily come back to the song, but yeah, I like that one a lot. The World Tonight. No, not a first reaction, no.
I saw you sitting at the center of a circle. Everybody wanted something from you. I saw you sitting there. I don't care what you wanna be. I go back so far, I'm in front of me. It doesn't matter what they say. They're giving the game away. Hey, hey. I can see the world tonight. Look into the future. See it in a different light. I can see the world tonight. I heard you listening to a secret conversation. You were crying. You were trying not to let them hear you. You're giving the game away. Hey, hey. I can see the world
The
tonight.
instrumental is really great on this one.
Look into the future. See it in a different light. I can see the world tonight.
It's very funky, but it also has a certain level of like seriousness and a very dark undertone that is very much carrying the tone of what the album's going for right now. Like, it makes it feel in line for how dark the subject matter is.
I saw you hiding from a flock of paparazzi. Look into the future. I can see the world tonight. See it in a different light. I can see the world tonight.
The World Tonight, fantastic. Jake Paul McCartney, wow. Anyway, enough talking about boxing. Let's talk about this song. This song's fucking amazing. High 8. It has a very funky sound while still having such a dark undertone and seriousness to the instrumental that grounds it in the very heavy subject matter of the song and the album. I think that the way that this song moves is just so... It has an inherent, like, dread to it that I think makes this as powerful as it is. Who would in a fight, Paul, John, George, or Ringo? Well, two of them are dead, so I'm gonna rule them out. Paul McCartney versus Ringo. Which one's younger? Actually, hold on, no, Paul McCartney wins. Paul's taller, and also he has a stronger build. Ringo, I don't think Ringo would stand a chance. I think Paul's got this. Next track, If You Wanna, with Steve Miller.
Love me again. I'll take you for a ride in my Cadillac. You'll be in the front, we'll be in the back.
guessing Steve Miller's on electric guitar on this. Right? Yeah, alright. Looking back at these lyrics real quick. If you wanna love me again, I'll take you for a ride in my Cadillac. He'll be in the front, we'll be in the back. When you're ready, let me know. I'll be waiting to make arrangements for a trip. Who is he? Who will be in the front? If you want to do it again, I'll take you to the coast for a holiday. You can be my guest. You can let me pay. When you're ready, let me know. I'll be waiting to make arrangements for the trip. When you want to love me, this is what you need to be thinking of me when you plant the seed of love. When you want to love me, this is what you need to... Is he literally just talking about threesome? I don't think so. I think it literally just is what the song's saying on a surface level. He's like talking about maybe a point in their relationship when they were going through a struggle and talking about taking her on a trip. I think that literally might just be what it is. I don't think there's anything deeper than that. Okay. Yeah, lyrically, this one I'm not too crazy on. It just feels a little too... John had a threesome with David Bowie and a woman who left halfway through? Really? Damn. Yeah, I don't know. Lyrically, this one just isn't the most interesting, especially in comparison to the previous song. It just kind of feels a little lyrically... eh. But instrumentally, I think this one's really nice. Steve Miller provides some really nice electric guitar throughout this track. I feel like the actual, like... Why can't I think of the word? I don't know what I'm trying to... I can't think of the fucking word for some reason. Yeah, instrumental's really sweet. Again, great electric guitar. Very solid acoustic guitar and drums leading the main, I guess, pace and movement of the song. But it really is the lyrics that let this one down a little bit for me. I just kind of feel like this song could be in like the 8, 9 out of 10 range, but the lyrics kind of bring it down to like a high 7 for me. Ringo plays on some of the songs, I know. And again, to say this for the millionth time, I never said Ringo's bad. Never once have I said Ringo's bad. There is a difference between saying overrated and bad. He is not the greatest drummer of all time. He's fine. He is okay. He's good, just not the greatest of all time. Some days.
Some days I look at you with a...
Maybe his writing, yeah, his solo songs aren't the best, but in terms of a drummer, he's fine. I've never once said he's bad. Never once.
Eyes that shine.
I just think he's
Some
overrated.
days I don't believe that you are mine. It's no good asking me what time of day it is, who won the match or scored the goal. Some days I look into your soul. Sometimes I laugh. Don't ask me where I found that picture on the wall, how much it cost or what it's worth. Sometimes I laugh to think how young we were. We don't need anybody else to tell us what is real. Inside each one of us is love, and we know how it feels. Some days I cry for those who live in fear. we know
Oh,
how
cool song on
it
guitar.
feels. Some days I look at you with eyes that shine. Some days I don't. Ooh, I don't believe that you're mine. It's no good asking me what time of day it is.
Song was great. Just basing itself around like that one simple repeating guitar thing, and then just having the changes be around that are really, really great. I think the strings on this track are lovely. There was a bit where there was like some rolling snare in there, which was really nice. I think that Paul McCartney's vocals on this song are absolutely stunning, and this is probably the best written song up to this point as well. I'm feeling an 8.7 on that one. Really great. Young Boy up next. Yeah.
He's just a young boy looking for a way to find love. It isn't easy, nothing you can say will help him. But don't you think he doesn't understand what he wants? Someone, though independence means a lot, he's gotta still be strong. He's just a young boy looking for a way to find love. Find love, a perfect combination. Find love, whatever you do.
Yeah, I saw that on the album that he helped with
Of
this.
course, a celebration, and it might come looking for you. Come looking for you.
This is easily the most like upbeat song so far.
Just a young boy looking for a way to find love. It isn't easy, nothing you can say will help him to find love.
Yeah, this one's like surprisingly a little more uplifting.
Find love, a time for meditation. Find love, a source of inspiration. Find love, instead of confrontation. Find love, and love will come looking for you.
Yeah, that was great. One of the most uplifting songs, well, probably the most uplifting song up to this point. That maybe does bring the song down a tiny bit, because there is a part of me that misses the very dark aesthetic of the album up to this point on this song, but having one that's a little more upbeat in here does feel like a kind of nice change of pace, and something that is a much needed burst of color. Well, not burst of color, burst of optimism on the album. You know, it feels like a look back on who Paul was when he was a kid, looking for someone to fall in love with, which is very fitting considering this album is about him losing the person that he is in love with. So yeah, still I'll give this one a flat 8. I think really nice. Makes the album varied. Yeah, you know, the 4th of November marked 6 months of me growing this hair out again. 6 months. The bald era began half a year ago, ladies and gentlemen, and it needs to come back. Get the lesbian bald on the side and dyed pink on top. That is a crazy way to describe that haircut. And I'm good. I think I'm just gonna, you know, We're gonna go back to how it looked 6 months ago. Hopefully the exact same, to be honest. Staying on topic, we'll compare it to my hair in the Revolver video. This was right after I shaved my head. If it'll load. Oh, Jesus Christ. Look at that. That's just so much better. Look at that. It's not like... It's impossible to be messy. Not actually, but we're going to go back to this, how it was here. Impossible to be messy. It's slick. It's, you know, wood. Okay. Wow. This is what I'm talking about. This is where we need to be. Yeah. Yo. That's crazy. 2 people saying wood when I pulled that up. That's wild. Calico Skies. That's where we need to be. Shave half of it.
It was written that I would love you from the moment I opened my eyes, and the morning when
No need to shower. I still showered back then.
saw you. Gave me life on
I still shower now. Saying back then makes it sound like I don't now.
I will hold you.
Nah.
For as long
Not a hair
as
dye
you
guy myself.
like, I'll hold
What do you mean sure, buddy?
for the rest of my life.
It's in your top 5 Paul songs.
Always looking for ways to love you, never failing to fight at your side, while the angels of love protect us from the innermost secrets we hide. Long live all of us crazy soldiers who were born under Calico skies. May we never be called to handle all the weapons of war we despise. I'll hold you for as long as you like. I'll hold you for the rest of my life. I'll hold you for as long as you like. I'll love you for the rest of my life.
You don't think it's directly about Linda, but you always interpret those about... Who else would it be about? I mean, he's talking about being destined to fall in love with this person. Talk about holding them for the rest of his life. I feel like it has to be about Linda, right? Easiest 10 ever. It's more around this range for me, like the 8.4. Still great. Song is pretty, very pretty. It's one of the sweetest songs on the entire album, in fact. Yeah, it's just such a sweet, very pretty statement to have on here. He's talking about he was destined to be in love with this person from the day he first opened his eyes to the day he first saw her, and he's saying he's gonna hold her for the rest of his life. Which I guess is going to be, it's meant to be a piece of bitter irony, because I'm guessing it was at this point that he knew she didn't have long left. I might be wrong about that. I'm guessing that's what saying the rest of his life is meant to be. Yeah, I don't feel the songs as unhealthily as some of you. Yeah. We got the title track up next, ladies and gentlemen, Flamin' Pie. Ragtimey piano? We're going back to the 50s?
Cut my toes off to spite my feet. I don't know whether to laugh or cry. Never mind, shake my rhythm. I'm the man on the
That doesn't fit that electric
I'm the
guitar.
man on the flaming.
That cheapens this so... Why would you add that electric guitar in there? That cheapens this so much. What? Okay.
Now everything I do has a simple explanation. When I'm with you, you could do with a vacation. Took my brains out and stretched them on the rack. And I'm not so sure I'm ever gonna get them back. Ow! Yeah.
Good on the Flaming Pie. Yeah. That song was good, but it had some stuff bringing it down. I think the inclusion of the over-the-top electric guitar shit cheapens this so much, because it feels like you have this very serious, very deeply emotional album, then you have one song that you're just not taking seriously. Like, you just add this goofy over-the-top electric guitar bit in there, because why not? It is so tonally out of place. So tonally out of place, like, to such a ridiculous degree. John was so in love with John, he named his album after an interview John did in 1961. Yeah. Besides that, the song was okay. Had some cool, like, ragtimey stuff with the piano and drums going on. Looking at the... I wasn't really too gripped by the lyrics, I get. They're not bad, but they just weren't as engaging, I feel, as the lyrical content on some of the other songs. The song's okay, but it's really brought down by some of its more unfortunate elements. I would give this a high 6. Heaven on a Sunday.
Peaceful, but it's a dream.
Yes, that's what Come Together's about, isn't it?
And if I only had one love, yours would be the one I choose.
Isn't that like the underlying message of Come Together?
Be the one I choose.
Well, message, the underlying meaning.
Restful, like Devon on a Monday. Cooling my fingers in the bay. It's peaceful, like heaven on a Sunday. Wishful.
You've never intentionally listened to any of Paul McCartney's stuff, always random songs? Same here, before doing these streams, I'd never really heard much of Paul's solo stuff.
We had one love, yours would be the one I choose. If I only had one love, yours would be the one I choose.
This repetition is really satisfying.
You'd be the one I choose.
Oh, and it's Linda McCartney doing these backing vocals as well.
Heaven on a Sunday.
That was great. That was probably my favorite so far. I think I'd give that a flat 9. I fucking love that one. The repetition at the end was just so satisfying. It just created such a chill and very like laid back, relaxed atmosphere for the song. I think that the writing on this one is really, really heartfelt and super sweet. Yeah, describing his time with Linda McCartney as a peaceful like heaven on a Sunday, wishful, not thinking what to do. It's a dream we're going through. This song is, that the context makes this so deeply sad, but the song in a vacuum is really sweet. And I think that is an amazing combo that makes me absolutely adore this song. That was literally amazing. Read some of the article you sent. Alright. We'll read some of this. We'll read a bit of this. Yeah. They didn't think much of the moments at the time. Wow. What it was over at John's house. It was just a group of us. McCartney told GQ in a new interview. Instead of getting right. Getting to the point where you're that comfortable around your friends is kind of crazy, you know? That is, yeah, that legit, right. I fucking hate that so much. I legit cannot describe how much I hate that. Let's distract myself by continuing the album. How about that? You couldn't read it? What did it say? Oh my fuck, I'm not reading it out. I didn't need to know that. Jesus Christ.
I used to be bad, but I don't have to be bad no more. Yeah, I used to be bad, but I don't have to be bad no more. There ain't no doubt about it, people. There's something you can't ignore. Well, I ain't good looking, people, you know I've been up on a shelf. Yes, I know I ain't good looking and I've been put up on the shelf. You know I learned my lesson a long, long time ago. Well, no matter what you say, no matter what you do, what a long, long time ago.
This is one of the weaker songs so far.
A long, long time ago. Yes,
I think it's because this song just feels kind of out of place.
just what you sow.
Oh, better. 100% better, definitely. This album has been pretty great so far, to be honest. There's not been any songs... There's been one song that's been kind of mixed for me, but besides that, it's been 2 7s, bunch of 8s, and a 9. Song was fine. I don't know. This one's like a flat 7 for me. It's good, just not quite great. It feels a little out of place, especially coming after the emotional gut punch that was the previous song. This one just kind of feels like, that's alright. It's a fun enough song that works okay on the album as a whole, but placement-wise, it just feels a little awkward coming after the previous one. Performances are still solid. Writing is still pretty decent, but it's a blooper. Exactly. It felt so empty. I wouldn't say it felt empty, to me at least. It just, yeah, it isn't quite as good, especially coming after fucking Heaven on a Sunday, you know? Souvenir. Down to, what, the final 5 now? Yeah, final 5.
When you're fed up, shedding too many tears, and your memories
He's
seem
been
like
loving
just so
the 6/8
many
on this album.
souvenirs. I will
There's been so many
come
songs
to
in
you
6/8.
to ease the pain.
about 6/8 song? I don't know. He just, on this album, he's been doing a lot of songs in 6/8 for some reason, which I don't know why.
When you cry like a poor little child,
is it linked to any style?
and you're feeling like you
Usually
never
jazz.
could be
Yeah, it's more waltz-like.
reconciled.
Maybe because this is an album about, you know, his wife, it might be a way of, I don't know, expressing like a final slow dance with her or something, because slow dances are usually in 3/4 or 6/8.
Oh,
Yeah?
if you want me,
The only time I've said something slightly profound? Wow.
if I can be of any help, tell me how. Tell me now. If I can be of any help, tell me how. Let me love you.
Anyway, Souvenir, lovely track. Seriously. Yeah, the 6/8 time signature being repeated on the album is really nice, and it works really well on this song as well. I'm looking through these lyrics, and I think it seems like he's talking about his memories with Linda here, talking about how they're not just souvenirs, they are actual, like, they're much bigger than that, they're much more important to him than that. And I think that is gorgeous. Honestly, I think that is such a lovely sentiment to put into a song here, and it's put across with like the most soft, serene vocal performance, the most smooth, flowing instrumental with the 6/8 time signature as well. You've never thought about the waltz time as being symbolic? It's a good catch. It's a reach, to be honest. It probably isn't. He probably did just want to have these songs be in 6, but maybe I am a genius, and maybe Paul McCartney did it intentionally. 8.2 on this song. Really nice. Next up, Little Willow.
Wind's gonna blow you hot and cold tonight. Life as it happens, nobody warns you. Little willow, nothing's gonna shake your love, take your love away. Bend, little willow, wind's gonna blow you hard and cold tonight. Life as it happens, nobody warns you. Willow, hold on tight.
It's so good. Man, this album is like just firing on all cylinders. Seriously. Another like flat 8 for me, dude. This one, it's just so simple. It's so stripped back, but it just still has all of the punch that it needs to be just as impactful as the rest of the album. I love just how soft this one is. It's just so easy on the ears, but you just get so enveloped in the sound of this one and the lyrical content of this one that it's able to stand on its own 2 feet at like just as strong as the rest of the album is. Finally understanding Paul McCartney. You do realize like I've given all of his albums positive scores. You do realize that, right? In fact, I'm pretty sure I've given one of his albums a higher score than what this one's gonna get. I'm predicting that this one's probably gonna be like a low 8. I've given one of his albums a high 8. Certified McCartney hater, exactly. She is mid. Really love you. With Ringo Starr.
You know I need you through the night. When morning comes, I love the light.
Yeah.
But in the nighttime,
Positive in a limp dick way? Okay.
that dark is black.
What is a Ringo? Ringo Starr, the guy on drums right now. You know, people will hear Ringo playing this over and over again, and then they'll say some bullshit that doesn't make sense, like, he plays with such time. He really has time. Man. Ringo has such stick feel, guys, doesn't he? Wow. And then they'll all pat each other on the back and be like, yeah, he really does, doesn't he? Ringo's Japanese for apple. Ringo got charisma more than I'll ever have, yeah. 2.5K, yeah. That was a solid track, high 7, I guess. Nice jam session, I guess. Cool bass line, nice vocals on that one. Some cool stuff going on with the guitar as well. The inclusion of Ringo adds nothing. Yeah, that was pretty good. Just a nice 5-minute jam session, I guess. Not really much to say about it outside of that. Beautiful night. Ringo was instantly recognizable.
Someone's gone out fishing.
It was so instantly recognizable when he played the standard 2 and 4 rock beat.
To the lonely Lorelei. Some folks got a vision of a castle in the sky, and I'm left stranded.
He's got the whole fucking crew on this one. Jesus, Jeff Lynne, Ringo, and Linda McCartney.
Wondering why.
We're really getting the whole band together for this one.
You and me together, nothing feels so good. Even if I get a medal from a local neighborhood, I won't need a castle. They got castles in Versailles, and I'm still stranded, wondering why.
I'm liking these visualizers that they have for all the songs. Let me move my camera. I'm liking these. I just get to see Paul McCartney, different pictures of Paul McCartney spinning around like this. They've been on, I think, every single song. They're lovely to look at. 90s soap opera intro. The music videos for this album are really nice.
Some boats on the ocean, we here in this room. No more wondering why. Things can go wrong, things can go right, things can go bump in the dead of the night. So let me be there, let me be there, let me be there with you in the dead of the night. Make it a beautiful night for me. It's a beautiful
Hold on a sec.
night
Wait.
for love. A wonderful sight for lovers of love to behold.
Going crazy on the vocals on this one.
Beautiful night for me. Such a beautiful night for love. Such a wonderful sight for lovers
Yeah.
of love to behold. Yeah, it's a beautiful night.
Oh yeah, the production's really nice as well. It's that George Martin production, you know? those Ringo vocals, or was that Paul McCartney just singing in a lower register? I can't tell. That was Ringo? Okay. Okay, that song was pretty great. Paul and Ringo are your favorite living members of the Beatles. Yeah. My question is, what happened to all of the sadness on this album? Where did all of the deep sad go? I miss it. These upbeat songs are nice. That song was even great. But yeah, I'm missing the deep sadness that was making this album so impactful. Anyway, that song itself, you can't be sad all the time. That's true. That's true. That song was great. Nice, upbeat, energetic burst of color. Kind of felt like a throwback. Oh yeah, this song is a nice, vibrant burst of color that feels almost like maybe a throwback to the Beatles, you know? Not just because it has Paul McCartney and Ringo on it, but it does feel like it has sort of a similar energy, and I really like that. I think that works in the song's favor greatly. I would give that a high 8, I think, like an 8.7. Really nice. Great day. Final song. Last one. Paul and Linda McCartney on this one. I'm expecting I'm expecting an emotional one with this one.
When you're wide awake,
It's really 1970. Damn.
for goodness sake, it's gonna be a great day. While you're standing there, get up and grab a chair. It's gonna be a great day.
Stream is indeed back.
And it won't be long, no, no. It won't be long. It won't be long, no, no. It won't be long. Won't be long, no, no. It won't be long. Won't be long. Oh. Ooh, oh yeah. Gonna be a great day. And it won't be long, no, no. It won't be long. Won't be long, no, no. It won't be long. Won't be long, no, no. It won't be long. Won't be long. Ooh, yeah. When you're wide awake, say it for goodness sake. It's gonna be a great day. While you're standing there, get up and grab a chair. It's gonna be a great day.
I was just saying, nice closer, very pretty way to end this off. My main complaint is that it's only 2 minutes. I wish it ended on something a little bigger than this. I feel like 2 minutes is a little too short for a closer for this album, but I do think that the 2 minutes of this song that we got are genuinely very pretty, very satisfying, super sweet. The optimism of this song feels like a nice bow to wrap this album up in, saying it won't be long, it's going to be a great day. Yeah, it's a very optimistic way to close this, especially with considering it's a song that was written, what, like 27 years before this came out? So nearly 30 years, yeah. Nice. I'd give this a solid, a low to solid 8, like an 8.3, 8.4, somewhere in that range. If they added something, it'll probably ruin the song. Maybe. I don't know. I feel like it was a nice closer either way. It gets an 8, but it could have gotten higher if it was maybe brought to a more extended length. And that was Flaming Pie. Pretty great album, honestly. The majority of this song, the majority of the songs on this album are just genuinely emotionally impactful, really well recorded, just very emotional and personal songs that I think work so well. Paul McCartney's writing on this album is fantastic. I think that the simplicity of the instrumentals really adds to that as well, as it really does feel like him sort of coming to grips with how little time he has left with his wife. Yeah, this song very much is this album, sorry, very much is very like just gorgeous, very deep, personal, almost goodbye to his wife, which is genuinely emotionally devastating on a lot of these songs. I do feel like it does have certain points where it is a little inconsistent with that though, like Really Love You and Beautiful Day don't really feel like they fit in here. There's also Flaming Pie, which also feels very out of place as well, and also Used to Be Bad feels a little inconsistent in terms of its like actual track placement. Besides that, I think that this album is just really well written, really beautifully recorded, and a lovely tribute to his wife. I'm gonna add up the scores, and then we will figure out the big number for the album. Divide that by 13, and you end up with a score that is higher than I expected. In fact, I don't know how I ended up with this score. Let me count this. What? Hold on. Let me recount this. 7.8, divide that by 30. Yeah. Seems a little high. I'm feeling an 8.7 out of 10. I thought this would be like an 82 or an 83. The numbers don't lie, I guess. Yeah, 87. Doesn't add up right. Higher than Band on the Run. What score did I give Band on the Run? Is Band on the Run here? Or is that... Oh, no, that's Wings, isn't it? 83? Apparently so. Do I think this could rise to be in the 90s? No. I feel like high 80s is, like, about the limit that this album could reach. I don't really think it would end up being anywhere above that. Was that my favorite McCartney? Maybe. I don't think I've given any of his other albums a higher score. Alright, let's see. Is this my highest rated McCartney? It is, yeah. 79, 68, 79, 71. And then Band on the Run got an 83. It's my highest rated Paul McCartney solo effort. Well, Paul McCartney non-Beatles effort, I'll say. Also, my highest rated solo effort of his. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Massive thank you again to Chivo for editing this one. Let me know what you think of this album down below and how it compares to other Beatles solo albums for you. Make sure you like and sub if you haven't, because we are on our way to 3K. Links in the description to my Discord, my album of the year, my Twitter, and my other channels. Check those out if you haven't. And yeah, I will see you all whenever I next stream or upload. Bye bye.